Yeah, I was listening to your podcast actually recently, the Keith Hernandez episode. I had to check that one out, obviously, to see what he said about. It was funny when we reviewed the Hernandez episode. We looked up the game that they talk about, June 14, 1987.
Mm-hmm.
Mets won that game in Pittsburgh. Hernandez went 2 for 4, by the way. McDowell didn't pitch. But anyway, I also read your article on all the sports references in Seinfeld. Curious, do you have a favorite sports reference in Seinfeld? I mean, mine's always been the, because Frank Costanza, what the hell just trade Jay Buhner for? When I heard that live, I just couldn't believe that was being said on a TV show.
There's a great one when George gets engaged to Susan, which he's not happy about. And that night, they're in the apartment and they show Jerry's apartment, and Jerry calls George and says, oh my God, are you watching the Yankee game on MSG? Mattingly just doubled, I don't know, something like that.
Yeah.
And George is trying to watch it, but then Susan calls him and says, are you coming? I tape Mad About You. That great is line. A great little sports nugget that's in the show there.
That's a real fan right there, folks.
Yeah.
Only a real fan knows the Mad About You tape, and that's a great line.
George could watch the Yankee replay.
What's great about that is they always have that same announcer, right? Mattingly Spooner Pants. Like,
yeah.
He's always there doing those things.
And the Paul O'Neill cameo is great. And George eating the ice cream sundae at the U.S. Open is a good little sports reference.
For the most part, I mean, this whole episode's about George. We had a pact. I just fucking love that. We had a pact. When he goes in and tells Jerry, he's getting engaged, all excited, all up in arms. Okay, how's it going with her? How's it going with her? I know you're not getting engaged. Well, she scooped the niblets, but she eats her pee. And then George is so pissed. He's like, she scooped the niblets, huh? And he's all pissed off. He's like, we had a pact. I fucking love that, George.
I love that. She eats her peas one at a time. Yeah, I always use that one.
She scoops her corn niblets. That's what's so vexing. He uses vexing.
And I tell you, Susan, I like Susan at NBC. Susan, I don't like this Susan. I don't know why. And maybe it's supposed to be that way.
Well, it's supposed to be that way. That's why I like her, because she's so, the whole Mad About You, that's so good. I taped Mad About You. He's like, Jerry calls out, they're replaying the Yankee game on MSG. Like, that's the big thing. You remember that if you missed the game? And then he's like, okay. And then she's like, I taped Mad About You. Like, it's just, George is just miserable. It's just so good. It's so good. Yeah, I mean, there's not much. Oh, the Pride and Power poster. It's Mattingly, Tartable, and Boggs, which is the weirdest poster. I see this so weird. Ever the thing about like your memory is just wrong or whatever, like you think you remember something. Like I had that poster and I thought there was 4 people on it, and I looked everywhere online to see if I could find like the poster I had. The only one that kept popping up was the one that George has, and it's Mattingly, Tartable, and Boggs. For some reason, I thought I had one with like Jack Clark on it or something. And then I looked it up. Jack Clark was on the Yankees for 1 season. I remember him being on the team. Like, it was the thing. I did his stance. He had that weird stance with his feet like the wrong way. Remember?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So you're telling me there weren't multiple Pride and Power posters? Like Winfield?
As far as I can tell, I thought there was one. I thought I had one that had Mattingly, and this is what's so weird about it, because I know I checked. I don't think they're on the team together, but it had Mattingly, Henderson. I thought it had Mattingly, Henderson, like Jack Clark, and like Winfield or something like that, or maybe even I just remember there being 4 of them, and I can't find that poster anywhere.
Jack Clark may be the oddball out there, but the other 3 make sense.
Yeah,
maybe Willie Randolph. Like, come on, like.
Yeah, I don't know if they were really making posters, and Randolph was pretty much gone by that 92, 93 year, right? Was it Bax? Yeah, it's true. It's true. I don't know when I was, those. I thought I had. Yeah, I thought I had better memory on that, but I couldn't find a replica of that poster. They did make a newer one with the Jeter years, but it was like the whole team basically. I looked it up. It's like basically the whole fucking team's on it. It's like Pride and Power. I'm like, no, dude, you gotta put the stars on. But they do a callback to Susan's pick when he's like talking about. He's like, you thought she was good looking, right? Whatever. Like,
what does it matter?